Hello, welcome to this video from the Dayton Memorial Library on nursing research. This unit covers developing your search strategy. So some key components to a good search strategy in the EBSCO databases are a clear research statement or goal, use of keywords and or subject headings, synonyms for terms, the use of Boolean and or and not, picking the appropriate database within EBSCO, and trying out some of the specific features like truncation and phrase searching. First off, what's the difference between keywords and subjects? So keywords are the natural language you normally use to describe your topic. So most of us start there. Whereas subject headings are used by the various databases as a predefined controlled vocabulary that describes each item and its content. Keywords, of course, are more flexible, and you can combine them together in many ways, whereas subject headings, because it's more specialized, are less flexible to search, and you need to know the exact terms that are used. A database looks for keywords anywhere in the record, so the title, author, abstract, or other information. Whereas for subject headings, databases look only in the subject heading field in the record in the database. Oftentimes when you use keywords, you get far too many results to review. And if you use subject headings, you can get far less because they're very specific. Keywords can give you a lot of irrelevant results because word usage varies, whereas subject headings, the results are usually very relevant to your topic. So to go a little further and show you an example, you can see in this screenshot of a journal article record that I have the subject headings outlined in red to show you what the database indexers use to describe the article. They are a separate field that you will find under the abstract in most EBSCO records. Each database uses a different sort of controlled vocabulary, also called a thesaurus, or subject headings. For example, PubMed, Medline, and the database Cochrane use something called the medical subject headings, or MESH. The database CINAHL, which is the nursing database, uses a thesaurus called CINAHL headings. So as you consider your keywords that you're going to use in the database search, think about synonyms as well. So for example, in this chart, you'll see I'm using synonyms for leadership, such as management and guidance. And on the other side, for staff retention, I'm also looking at personnel retention or staff shortage, which is kind of the opposite, but also related. The or and the and that connect the terms are what's called Boolean logic that I'll explain on the next page. So what is Boolean other than a funny word? So a Boolean operator links concepts together in a database search and will limit your results. Usually this would be the database's default operator, meaning that oftentimes you can just type in words and not have to type in the word and in between. Or expand your results so you get more results. And not eliminates concepts. And you can see these examples in the little bubble diagrams or Venn diagrams I have for you at the bottom of this slide. Now some more tips when you're using the EBSCO databases are these here on this slide. So when you're using your keywords or deciding what to use, you can use a tip called truncation to shorten the word to the root of the word and adding an asterisk in, which allows the database to search for nurse, nurses, nursing, etc. It minimizes the typing you have to do on your part. Phrase searching works in many databases besides EBSCO. So this is where you want the words to show up in a particular order, that sequence, and as a phrase. So this can help limit your results. These tips can also work in databases like Google Scholar. A wildcard varies by the type of database you use, but in EBSCO, the wildcard is a hashtag. So if you were looking for the British versus American English spelling of some of the medical terminology that use AE, you could put the hashtag in there so that the database would look for either word. Now, if using PubMed, which we're not discussing here in this video, you don't need to use any of these things because it has something else that it uses to find the specific words you're looking for. So as I had in the earlier slide with leadership, you can see I can string together my search with my truncation or my phrase searching method and my Boolean to give me the full search that I want to enter into the database. In another video, I'll show you how to use the search method in the actual EBSCO database. So be sure to look at that one. In the meantime, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to contact the library and the librarians at the email or phone numbers listed on this slide. The Nursing Research Guide that I encourage you to bookmark on your favorite browser is also listed here. Thank you for your time.